Good morning, it's Luke here. Today's a big day for us. It's a big day for me. It's my first day sailing. It's a big day for Boatshed because we've always had a bit of banter and quite a lot of joking around the power versus sail in across the agents of Boatshed. So today is an interesting one because I am power boat owner in Eastbourne Sovereign Harbour and love her. I've had two power boats. First diesel inboard. This one's a petrol outboard, and Dan in his westerly is a big sailboat fan. So today is my first ever day on a sailboat over powerboat, so it'll be very interesting to see how this goes. Funny enough, the first time I ever met Dan was on the fuel pontoon at Eastbourne Harbour, which I think is where a lot of the banter between sail and powerboats originates from. As you can probably imagine, my bill was quite a bit more than Dan's that day. So that started the conversation between sail and power. So really excited today to see how this goes. Good morning, Dan. Hello. I don't know if you were aware, but I'm gonna do a bit of vlogging today, as I thought it was quite interesting between the sail powerboat discussion that I maybe make a document of my first time sailing.
Even record your passage.
Absolutely. So really looking forward to it. We'll keep you posted and maybe even keep you posted on a few of our thoughts around the pros and cons of sail and power. See you in a bit. So we've come out the harbour, we have the sails up. Forecast was about 12 to 13 miles an hour northeasterly winds. We've got about 14 miles an hour southeasterly winds, which is lovely conditions, it seems. We were going motoring along. We're not motoring, funnily enough. We are sailing along with no engine power, which seems quite strange to me, at about 4.6 to 4.8 knots. Sails are looking good. Interesting experience for me so far, standing on a boat moving at just under 5 knots, only using wind power, which is quite amazing actually, I must say. Dan's just ducked down. I assume that means he's put the kettle on. We'll soon find out. So here we are. It's looking nice conditions today. For a first sail, I think the wind conditions are pretty perfect. We've got enough to keep us going, but not too much that we can't control it ourselves, so I can't stand up. So. And I know Dan does go out in quite choppy conditions, which I'm glad it's not today on my first sail. So. Again, thanks for joining, thanks for sharing this journey with me. Catch you in a bit. So for anyone watching who's owned both power and sailboats, it'd be very interesting to hear your thoughts on, I suppose, pros and cons of power versus sail. Why did you go power to sail, or the other way around? Why did you go sail to power? I think one of the big things to note today, whilst it has been a glorious day, we've had the sun shining all day. It's just been lovely. You've had a nice 12 to 15 knots of apparent wind, but we have done, as you'll see here, 5.4 miles in 1 hour 37 minutes. I think our powerboat friends will be well aware that is not particularly what we would call storming along. That is absolutely cruising, but then again, we're on a sailboat, so that's what we're here to do. So Dan, talk to me. What are all these ropes for? We've got loads all over the place.
Because there's lots of different functions of the ropes, they're all given different names.
Okay,
So, as a power boat, you'll know that
We give them names.
the rope is used to tie you on a mooring.
Absolutely.
A
Or for your
line
anchor.
Or rope. A line or rope that controls a sail is called a sheet.
A sheet.
Hence the origin of the phrase 3 sheets to the wind, where the drunken sailor has lost control of the ropes that control the sails.
Okay.
That's what 3 sheets to the wind comes from.
So you call these, which we know are ropes, sheets.
They're called sheets because they control the sail.
I think
If they pull a sail up the mast, and it's the same for a flagpole, they're called a halyard.
a halyard,
Yes,
but they're still rope.
they're still every rope.
So one thing I suppose if we go from power to sail is we do need to learn the new language. And we need to start calling things what they're intended to be used for as opposed to what they are, I suppose, more than anything.
Yes, if you were to say, work that rope there or do that rope.
You wouldn't know which rope you're talking about.
No, that's right. But it comes naturally after a while. The main one, obviously, is sheets for sails, and then halyard for pulling up a sail. So there isn't just as complicated as power boaters would make.